Okay, question 5, higher level paper 1 mock exam, is a currency exchange question. I'm not going to go through all this, okay? This just says, like, if you have €1 on this day, you will get 90 cents of sterling. If you have €1, you'll get $1.16. Okay, so Ben was going to Australia to work for the summer. On his way to Australia, Ben stopped in Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. In Dubai, Ben bought a new camera with his credit card. The camera cost 1,037 dirham. Using the exchange rate in the table above, calculate how much euros Ben paid for the camera. So according to the exchange rate above, €1 is equal to 4.25 dirham. Now, full disclosure, I have no idea if that's the actual symbol for dirham, but I'm going to use it anyway. So €1 is equal to this, all right? So the way I think of it is, how many of these fits into 1,037? And that would tell me how much euro it is. So it's going to be 1,037 divided by 4.25, and you get €244. So that's how much it cost them in euro. Ben had changed $1,800 into Australian dollars before he left for Australia. Using the exchange rate in the table above, calculate how many Australian dollars Ben received. Okay, so €1 is equal to $1.62. But we don't want to know what €1 is, we want to know what €1,800 is. All right, think about it. What do I have to do to the number 1 to get this number here? Well, I have to multiply 1 by 1,800. So I do the same over here. It's going to equal 1.62 multiplied by 1,800. So €1,800 is going to equal, when you put that into your calculator, you get $2,916. All right, Ben was charged a commission of 2%. Calculate how many Australian dollars Ben received to the nearest full dollar. Okay, so 2,916 is what he ended up with. But the person who did all this for him is entitled to 2% commission. So I'm going to find 2% of that. So I multiply it by 0.02. And that gives me €58.32. Or sorry, $58.32. So that's how much the person who did all this for Ben is due to get. So 2,916 minus 58.32. And that gives me 2,857.68. Now it says to the nearest dollar, so 0.68 is nearer to 2,858. So I'm going to round that up to 2,857. Oh, sorry, 2,858. And that's my final answer there. Last question here. When Ben returned from Australia, he had 7,000 Australian dollars. He converted these dollars into euro, and the bank charged him 2% commission. Ben received 4,287.5 euro. Calculate the exchange rate on the day he exchanged his money. This is less of an exchange question than it is an algebra question. So I have to say, okay, if I have $7,000, what would happen to that $7,000 that eventually I would end up here? Well, the first thing that's going to happen to it is it's going to get multiplied by the exchange rate. But we don't know what that is, so I'm just going to call it X. All right? So I know that that's what's going to happen. Then the 2% commission is going to be taken off. All right? The problem here now is that we don't know. So we know it's going to be the $7,000 multiplied by 0.02. All right, sorry, that should be 7,000x. So it's going to be whatever this number is multiplied by 0.0. Okay, I'm going to start that again. All right, so what actually happens? $7,000 is going to be multiplied by some number. That's what we're trying to work out, this number here. And Ben is going to get that money after the commission takes away the 2%. So 2% of whatever the hell this is, all right? And my answer is going to be 4,287.5. So this is 7,000x minus 7,000x by 0.02. That gives me 140x is equal to 4,287.5. That's 6,860. X is equal to 4,287.5. Am I still in shot there? I am. And X is going to equal this number divided by this number. So 4,287.5 divided by 6,860. X is equal to 0.625. That's the exchange rate. Tricky question, okay? But just remember, by turning it into an expression, it can really help solve it. So $7,000 had to be multiplied by the exchange rate, which I didn't know, so I called it X. And whatever this number ends up being, I'm going to take away that 7,000x multiplied by 0.02, because remember, the person has to get 2% of whatever this is. So that's why I have that there. And eventually it just becomes pure algebra then, and you work out that x is equal to 0.625. So €1 is equal to $62.5.